We first of all begin at the Bomas of Kenya, where the National Dialogue Committee is currently having a sitting, and currently speaking is Kalonzo Musyoka. Let's first of all listen in before we have a closer look at our news items.
And we're going to move very, very fast. A lot of work will be happening also. I think sometime we've agreed on the work plan again, the dates and everything, and when to have stakeholder engagement, for example, that is clear. And so we're ready to sign, we're ready to go. A lot more work remains to be done. And therefore, when we call on the stakeholders, I'm sure every Kenyan will know they are stakeholders. Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe before we sign, the only other issue, as has been mentioned by His Excellency, we appreciated the work that has gone on in Parliament, both houses. The Senate passed the motion yesterday without any amendments, as passed by the National Assembly. And that therefore puts in motion the 60 days that we say. Then we have appreciated the Senate for the work they put in yesterday, and recognize that now our 60 days begin ticking from yesterday. And that is why we reaffirm our commitment to complete this process within the set timelines. With that, I think...
Unless I have any questions.
Yes, question.
Is that Apollo?
Yes, yes, it's me. As far as the agenda of the talks is concerned, maybe what are the issues of priority? Do you have maybe like what you're going to start with? And when you talk about IBC, taking the selection plan to take note, how are you going to deal with the selection plan? Will it be suspended or what will happen, given you're tackling the issue of IBC?
I think to begin with, Apollo, on prioritization, sorry, we didn't mention, we have adjourned to Friday this week at 10 a.m. to allow the Secretariat and the technical teams to work on prioritization of the issues and guide us on how we prioritize what issues do we begin with, so we'll be able to communicate that decision once we meet again on Friday. On the question of whether we are able to stop the selection panel, we are not writing to them to stop doing their work. It's just to take what has been described by the Honorable Eugene Omalo in our meeting as judicial notice of the ongoings of this National Dialogue team. Therefore, even as they progress their work, then they take note that it's part of the issues that we are engaging on. And for sure, I am certain when we begin to engage with stakeholders, those are among the stakeholders most likely that we'll be engaging with.
Thank you. Sawa.
On the statement of issues, I think you'll be able to see those issues once we send the document. It's one of the documents that we'll be giving to you to relate to the public.
On the issue of the judicial notice that you're giving to the selection panel, the law provides for the constitutional process of IEBC. Do we then anticipate that this committee will come up with an amendment to the Elections Act on how then this panel can reconstitute the polls body, because that judicial notice, without saying you're technically telling the selection panel?
Those are live pictures from the Bomas of Kenya, where the National Dialogue Committee is having a sitting, and they are responding to questions from the members of the press at the two co-chairpersons of the joint sitting, where we are having Kalonzo Musyoka and also Kimani Ichung'wah there. They've talked about, of course, that being anchored in law after being passed by both houses yesterday was the time for the Senate to pass that amendment. And they have talked about they will be having 60 days, but now they say they have 59 days and they are working towards that.